In Cottonwood County say they've taken action after a recent threat to Mountain Lake Public School. Mountain Lake police say that the school contacted them this morning. The administration reportedly received information about a student making threats earlier in the week about quote-unquote shooting up the school. There was no specific date or time when that shooting was supposed to happen or if the student even had the means or the ability to carry it out. Police say the suspected student was not at the school since the threats had been made and did not reside in Mountain Lake. Law enforcement was able to locate and secure that student. The case is still under investigation.